But then from Cain, you go back from Cain to the serpent. Those are the first times that wicked, evil spirit was in the earth. That's even though they didn't look like Edomites at that time, but that was them. That was them. But it started in the garden, the Gardenian pact. I did a video earlier, man. The so-called black woman is the, oh my goodness, it's up there. Yeah, Frankenstein. But I'm gonna get the title that I gave that video. Next to the nuclear missile, she's the most lethal weapon on the planet. And if you look on the internet, well, shit, fuck the internet, but you'll see my point. Case in point, you got these sheikhs, like you said, these young, you said it, the elder Mike, they're monsters. The one little black kid went to the school and they started shooting that motherfuckers. Yeah, it was like all that's here in Texas. He just went to school and some other little motherfucker let him in. I don't know if he went to that school, the kid that did the shooting. We don't know yet. They're investigating all that stuff, but I guess we'll get the particulars later or not. So we don't know if he went to that actual school. You know how it be. But I'm assuming he probably had some kind of beef with some, it could be gang shit. We don't know, right? Because they're not giving the, I watch the news every morning. They're not giving the particulars. There had to be something going on. It could have been over some stupid chick. Little motherfuckers, man. But look, I guarantee you, that dude, the Jake that went, he shot. He started shooting at some people, right? They got shot, but they didn't die. Okay, whatever. The spirit didn't have them die. But they got his little ass, right? And they showed him. Now, just this morning, I was watching, they were bringing a little bit more information out. They showed a video. He did a video. I think, what was it, while he was on his way to go do it? He was in the car, yeah. What a dummy. So these little motherfuckers are not even killers, man. They're not even, like, if you're going to do something, the last thing you want to do is incriminate yourself. I mean, right or wrong. The last thing you want to do, if you did that shit, and I'd be like, that wasn't me. Nah. Well, it was you. They said, nah, that motherfucker looked like me. That wasn't me. I'd take the gun and throw it in the fucking ocean. You know what I mean? No, this little motherfucker, after he had the gun on him, and then they pull up a Facebook, just pop that these motherfuckers, right? But they said he turned himself in because I don't know if one of his parents, someone said, boy, they're going to kill your ass. Because you went and shot at people, man. So them cops, they'll pop you if they have to. But you understand what I'm saying? Like Mike said, the average chick is a monster. That's why videos, brothers, we in that time. Now, Apostle Tahar did a video today. Right? I did 2 videos today. And then driving here, we was watching Apostle Tahar video. I did a video earlier, and that was the title of the video. Salakia, man. Hold on. I'm sitting there. The title of the video was "The Black Woman is the Deadliest Weapon Next to the Nuclear Missiles." Because the nuclear missiles is the ultimate weapon. But that's true, brothers. This so-called black woman is the ultimate. She's a deadly weapon. She is a deadly motherfucking weapon. Because all these, like we speak about the little young chick that shot, chick, stabbing chick, like these so-called Negroes are the face of crime. Now, the video I did before that was, we told y'all niggas it was coming. Y'all looking at what Trump is doing to the Northern Kingdom, right? Yep. But they Jake too. So you forget that. Just because they light-skinned, people forget that they Jake. We talking about Jacob's trouble, right? So Issachar and Asher and all, Northern Kingdom tribes, they catching theirs first. Man, you see the motherfuckers down there in El Salvador in that concentration camp? They got them in bunks, they shaving their heads. That's a military action. But Trump already said, I did this video like a couple of weeks ago. Trump already said he gonna start. He already said he gonna start sending the homegrowns down there, American citizens. So all these mother effers that are criminals, and you could be an American citizen. You could be an American citizen. He don't care if you got felonies. If you are a repeat offender, he said he gonna send their ass to El Salvador too. He said he gonna send them to El Salvador too. You see what I'm saying? Man or woman. So all these chicks out here that are committing all the, these serious criminals, guess what? They going too. Now, who do you think that's talking about? Niggas. These niggas, these chicks. You got Pookie and Ray Ray. They're gonna find themselves sharing a bunk with a Hector. yeah. And guess what? They're gonna shave their heads like them dreadlocks. They're gonna shave them. Oh, Big Shirley gonna be down there too. Keisha gonna be there. All these criminal niggas. Because Jake and brother, this is the thing I said earlier. Well, I quoted the scripture Jeremiah 2:21. I always do, right? It's the truth. The Most High know Yahweh Shai. Listen, it's gonna get to a point where the Lord gonna use Esau to come down on all Israel. See, he got the northern kingdom first. They tasted the wine, the bitter wine first, but the southern kingdom is next. So these niggas that's walking around out here with all this degenerate behavior. Oh, another thing, all these black women, that's new black culture now. Stealing, going to Target, going to Walmart, shoplifting, and then when the cops come, you acting all crazy. But them Gurkha troops are coming. We're in that time now. My man Trump already said it, and this other Jake did a video on it that I watched, one of them influencers, and you had Jake scared because they know Trump is coming. Jake know Trump is coming for him. Remember, the Roman Caesars always came after Israel. So this motherfucker, Nero Caesar, y'all know what I'm talking about. He back in power, so he's on the rampage. This motherfucker was even talking about trying to go for a third term. And he even said, well, maybe we can change the laws. He's already talking about a dictatorship. He ain't playing. That's all he wanted to do was get back in power. And he did it. So now he could just go for broke. But, well, I can tell you, how about you, how shot? Because that means we about to get out of here. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. I got it. I like him. I like the guy. You know what I'm saying, brothers? Hey, brother, I'm for him. I'm for Trump. I was rooting for him. I celebrated when he won. Yeah, good.
Psalm 125, I'm going to start at verse 3. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands into iniquity. Do good, O Yahweh, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their heart. As for such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, Yahweh shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity.
Everything. Who got out of this? Who got me? There it is. I don't know what the fuck it is. Fuck. Oh, you did this. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, it's a one side, give him an example right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a person that needs to be taken away. He needs to go back to the spirit.
Yeah, he
got somewhere special. That vacation in Mexico you always wanted, hey, you gonna get it. No passport.
I mean,
take this cell, look to you.
but you out here threatening. I've never seen that in my life, bro. I'm from Florida. I'm from the South. I've never seen where a nigga could go just openly threaten white people and get away with it. What's wrong with these Dallas PD, man? And we in the South.
So you know, along with making America great again, it's gonna make some kind of feel safe again, man. Right. And so a lot of this bickering that Jake is doing about rights and shit like that, Trump has been strategically taken away from guys, man. The health department slash that cuts that cuts SNAP, that cuts a lot of things, man. You know what I'm saying? Even housing people who have a hard time getting housing for themselves, the homeless, a lot in Fort Worth, they're shutting down this famous infamous shelter.
Oh, I know about that.
You heard about that? Yeah, and that's a big facility.
I live in Fort Worth. I know about it.
Bunch of homeless people. They trying to shut that down, bro.
I think I know where that's at too.
Hey, food uncertainty is going to increase, along with shelter uncertainty, and the people who's going to be prone to be hit by that the most is who? Women. Right. You got it, brother. Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
That's right.
Give ear unto my speech.
That's right, son. So you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women, man, you have conduct yourself very, very contradictory, right? For lack of a better term, towards your husband. And not only your husband, but your house by yourself. So the Most High is going to do what? The Most High is going to take you down. You know, back in the day, I used to be controversial. They like snake the crowd up. It's not even. I tried to like. I couldn't get I couldn't get a mean word out. You know, I was trying to say something mean. You know,
No, I'm saying, we at that time.
we're in that time where it's just articulation, bro. It's not us being aggressive. It's just us telling the truth. Hey, the women of our nation is going to be judged heavily, bro. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American women, man, you have done a lot of damage to the nation.
Right.
By taking on the philosophy of Esau Edom, feminism, right? You know, downtrodden your man. That whole thing, the new thing is, I don't need a man. This whole structure was built by man, but you don't need a man.
Well, when you get a flat tire, you need one.
Yeah, right. Oil change, your grass cut. A man is doing it, right? But yet you don't need a man because you feel like you can monetarily pay for these things. Guess what? That's going to be stripped away from you.
Hey,
Mike, you women that's in. I'm sorry, Elder.
I'm sorry to cut you. I'm sorry, brother. I got to just now. Them two white women that was there. Them white women, they be on that feminine shit too. Right. Them two white women that was there when that Jake was threatening them.
They froze up. Hey, you know what? That's a good point, Apostle, because they looked at us for help. Like,
yeah, they kind of look. Yeah.
Well, I want to hear you roar.
Yeah.
Let me see you guys.
Oh, you peeped that, right?
Yeah.
Look, I looked over, and they kind of looked over at us like, y'all got our back? See? Oh, you need a man now, right? Let me Edomite women be on that bullshit too. That's where he got it from.
Even more so than Eve is going to be sluts. But he saw these white women, they want to usurp authority over people. Right. You got to think the people who benefited off of the Civil Rights Act of 1968, I believe 1968, who benefited from that the most is white people. Feminism was a movement to help women better dictate who they have children, but to better their nation, the Edomite nation. It was never for you so-called Negro, Latino, Native, but they use your plight as a way to push and propagate theirs. Yeah, so you're fighting a war that's not yours. You don't even know it. Right? You embracing all these so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you embracing all these ideologies that's detrimental to you. Case in point, feminism.
That's it, man. That is big weapon. That's the man. It affects everybody, man.
Right.
We live in a we live in a feministic lifestyle. The world has moved by feminism. Right. Worship of the women, bowing down and catering to her every beck and need, to the point where as a man doesn't know how to be a man unless he knows how to please a woman.
Right.
Which is completely backwards, man.
That's right. And that's why the so-called black man is so confused. The average black man consider himself a Christian, a thug, a sex symbol, all these things. That's the mindset of these women. A woman gives herself different categories of what she is. Right? A woman comes up with these terminology to express her feelings. A man is just concrete. You a man, this is what you abide by. But that feminine ideology is running this world, man. And it's destroying the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. So the Most High is gonna make an example out of a lot of you people, man, and particularly you women, by dusting your ass off, man. I know you got more than that.
Isaiah 32, verse 10. Many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
That's right, the vintage that shall fail. Now that's going into agriculture. Where people have the harvest. But some violence people was that's going into now. The economy is tanking right before your eyes. Right. And a lot of you women out there, you say you're feminine, you're going to resort back to being your true self. Right. Nature's going to take its course like the Quran beautifully said. Hot girl, some of my ass.
Like it did just now. No, like it did just now. When that crazy trick was threatening the Edomite women, they looking at us for help.
Yeah, they look right back at us. Yeah.
But not for nothing, I mean, I hate these tricks. Hey, but not for nothing, man. Not for nothing. No. It's not for nothing. That was kind of the spirit of the Lord. Yeah. That Drake, I guess Drake was venting out his hate. You motherfuckers. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers. I'm tired. Yeah, he was venting out his hate toward the Edomites, man.
Verse 11, it says, tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Talk about jumping from man to man. Right? That's dangerous, bro. All these women right out here, man, the arbiter of disease. They don't even know. They just pass the disease on to another.
I saw an article out here in Texas, Fort Worth, Tarrant County. The AIDS and like the greatest highs of motherfuckers, right?
Same thing in Houston. Yep. Same thing in Memphis. I said Jackson, Mississippi. Why is that? Because there's a lot of looting going on, man. Starting with what? Starting with feminism. Along with feminism, what? Sexual exploitation, right? Sexual freedom. And that was all off the backs of you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans.
It's crazy. If you mix with Christianity, right? You'll go to Christianity, okay, so it's like a Muslim so-called religion. They strict with their rules, right? So they'll convert from so-called Muslim to being a Christian because being a Christian, you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can come homo out. So the Christian conversation in the shop. Right. Yeah, like you can do what you want to do. It's like everybody's because you liberal at the end of the fucking right.
Yeah, real spirit.
Right.
That do whatever you want to do, spirit. Make sure you go to church the next day. Oh, this is TD James.
But when you see what the Lord did to him, right, shortly after because 2 or 3 years ago, like a few years ago, he was, I kind of respected him a little bit. TD Jakes, I kind of like, this dude kind of all right. Remember, like about 3 years ago or so, he was going in on the Moses.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? He was actually pulling out the scriptures and everything, which I know he was watching us. TD Jackson talking about, you infatuated with a man's hair. What's wrong with you? God, T.D. Jakes. He sounded like he was really emulating us. He was trying to emulate us. Then all of a sudden, he just did the whole flip flop. He did it came out of there. He did the whole flip flop, and then all of a sudden, he got up there and said it's okay for the homosexuals. No, he said the homosexuals are welcome at my church. T.D. Jakes. Then what happened to him? Just like what a month ago, last year, he got a goddamn heart attack. Almost dropped dead right on the damn thing, man. See what the Lord will do, man.
And that backlash from the women, you know, because a lot of the women are a major part of his congregation. He gonna lose that money. So he had to try to make a U-turn, try to.
But it's amazing with these women, especially the black women in particular. They endorse homosexuality, but the majority of these black women are single, and they're miserable. They're lonely. I don't have a man, and I know for a fact because it's all over social media. I watch videos. I be like, brother, all I do all day is watching videos, and I use that for fuel to do videos. These black women, they on social media crying about the black man is with the white woman. They with the passport bros, blah. They hate themselves. They don't want us black women no more. And they say, oh, well, the only black men that's they gay. They gay. You know, shaming. That's what the black woman do. Like if you don't go according to her narrative, then it's shame. Okay, you're gay. So my question, and I want you to answer this. You brothers in the comment board. According to the black woman, if you don't want her, you're gay. Does that sound like an insult? That sounds like an insult, right? If I don't want your 350-pound ass, I'm gay. Right? Okay. Let this man this class. Okay. Fine, right? I'm gay. But then the same black woman will turn around and support and endorse homosexuality. So here's the question. Is it wrong to be gay or is it right to be gay? Make up your mind. Which one is it? Can any one of them tell me? Because if a black woman try to holler at you, it's like, nah, I'm good. Nah, he must be gay. But wait a minute, you said that in the context of an insult. Like basically, so what you're saying is that it's wrong to be gay. Right? It's wrong. No. I snubbed you. So your retort was, oh, you must be gay. You don't want this? You must be gay. Right? That's what they'll say. That's what a black woman will say to you, right? She might be digging on you, but you ain't digging on her. Oh, he must be gay. Right? So wait a minute. So it's bad to be gay? You mean to tell me it's bad? But then that same psychotic lunatic, deranged, will turn around. I got gay rights. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But then her fucking son, she'll have a son that's fucking gay. Right? Her nephews are gay. But you're trying to shame another black man for being gay because he don't like you. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what? Let's say, forget about the white woman thing. He might not even like white. He might like black women. He just don't like your ass. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, you just want the white women. Then Jake, there's a lot of Jake that's still into the black women. Nah, man, I'm into black women, but not you. Right. You know what I mean?
Can I read this?
Go ahead, man. Go.
This is gonna lead.
I'm sorry, I had to make these points, man.
Ultimately, this is going to lead to the judgment that the Lord is getting ready to bring. It's not going to be pretty. Like what the Lord is getting ready to do to our people, it's not going to be anything. Like it's going to be worse than anything we've ever seen. I'm gonna read this real quick. This back at this point. I typed in ChatGPT Isaiah 32:9 because that means the link to fall of feminism, right? So it says symbolic link to the fall of feminism. This can be interpreted as a warning to a generation of women who have grown self-sufficient, secure in their independence, and perhaps disconnected from traditional roles or responsibilities. Some critics of modern feminism argue that it has encouraged complacency or entitlement under the guise of empowerment.
Christianity and feminism. Because in Christianity, you can do what you want to do, right? Mixed with that feminism, the feminists, whatever they call it. Yeah. You got it.
Says the prophecy warns that in a year and some days, and then my Bible says many days over a year, hardships will come, symbolized by failed harvest and mourning. Spiritually applied, this could represent the societal consequences of rejecting the Most High's design for gender roles. Yep, I got you. It says, spiritually applied for the bishop felon. This could represent the societal consequences of rejecting the Most High's design for gender roles.
Right. So that's what was been a bit pushed to, right? Really a non-binary society, so that women be in any role and men could be in any role. This is why there's such a big high school when it comes to teaching your children. They indoctrinate your children to really embrace youth, right? Right? Because of that, guess what? The most time is going to destroy this man's plan. This is going to fail. This way of life that we have, right now, it's going to drastically change. It's going to happen very quickly. It's going to happen very quickly. Very quickly. These tariffs are going to affect certain foods, certain raw materials. Certain things are going to be very difficult to obtain. Right. This is going to affect certain sectors of the economy. I'm thinking about the transportation industry now. It's already getting knocked the hell out. It's going to be even harder to make a buck in there, man.
China talking shit too.
Yeah.
I was watching the video today. I don't know if that's the prime minister of China. He got to be the top guy or one of the. He said, "Look, in not so many words, he pretty much told Trump and the United States to go fuck themselves."
Right.
You're not back. I was watching the video. That was this morning. He said, "Look, we don't need the United States. We've been around for China has been around for 5,000 years." And then he tried to insult us, call us farmers. Yes, okay. But we've been here for United States, we've been here 200 years. He said, "We don't need you. Fuck you." Like he didn't use profanity, but that was his tone. That's pretty much what he said.
It's more and more apparent, you know what I'm saying, that there's pressure between, Babylon the Great and the other nations. The other nations are basically saying that they are strong. Joel, the third chapter?
Yeah.
These other nations are saying that they are strong. They're gearing up to come up against this place.
I mean, this nigga coming against Canada. Ain't no president since I've been alive, brother. I'm 52. Since I've been on the earth, I've never seen I've lived through a few presidents. I've never seen a president fuck Canada. This nigga's on some shit.
A neighbor, that's a neighbor. Like, right. He's trying to. What's going on is it's a race towards what we always bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the technology that can control Revelation 13 and 16. So they had to solve America with its trade deficits, right? And with the strength of the American dollar, it's slowing down these other nations. A lot of these other nations, they're not going to be able to sustain themselves in this trade. Right. So they're going to come to the table with Trump. So really, in a lot of ways, America has weaponized the American dollar. It's sanctioned. This is going to be how the other nations are going to basically come up against this place because of its tyranny. Like it says, Habakkuk, the second chapter. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody? I know you can. Joel 3, verse 9, it says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. That's right. Let all the men of war draw near." That's right. Hey, the EU basically told its citizens, hey, you got to stock up and get ready for harder times because it's around the corner. Russell was telling this people that years ago, China years ago, but for some reason this place here is still dormant. This majority of these people are still asleep. They're thinking about getting home and binge watching their favorite show on Netflix or Hulu. Watch the reruns of Roseanne. You know what I'm saying? In the Al Bundy spirit, get home and drink a beer and complain about your gal, but they ain't gonna leave. Real simple. Right? They're not thinking about the times that's coming. But these other nations, guess what? They're getting their nations ready for what? For war. And you men here in America, you in your soft girl era. Trying to be cute.
So back in Joel 3, and then in verse 9, it says, let them come up, beat the plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears.
So those tools for agriculture, guess what? Agriculture is going to slow down. The government is going to uptick. Like the military department. Right? And you already see that happening here in America. When America said, well, hey, we're giving out these funding to Ukraine, it's not just physical money. They're giving them military gear that costs thousands of dollars. Technology, one but you know, though, if we was in New York, that would be all day long. Oh, yeah.
All day long.
That would have been it.
But I can't believe it, man. I left New York to get away from that shit.
Yeah, they get moved in. Them niggas moved there. Yeah.
Goddamn, boy. I left motherfucking New York. I thought I was gonna get away from this shit. I thought I got back on 34th Street.
Right. Yeah. But these various jets and things that Ukraine got, man, that costs tens of thousands of dollars, man. So even here in America, what they're upticking in the production of military artillery. Yeah. And these other nations are too. They're making pacts with one another. You like to bring out BRICS, which is more of an economic pact, but you better believe that could be seen as a military pact too, because they have a business with one another. So they want to, protect their interests. You see, U-38, beautiful example, right? That's going on, man. These nations are gearing up to come up against this place. Go ahead now.
Back in Joel 3, verse 10, it said, beat the plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
That's right. So the weak nations are saying that they are strong. Case in point, China. China is still as much as innovative as it's been, and has, as well as been able to build up its GDP. China is still considered a developing country. It's not a developed country like Europe, the European countries, like Australia, like America, but it's esteeming to get on that level. And you notice there's tiers to this. The developed countries are usually European, right? Those that are kind of developed but still have their own ways, but Ishmael, and then it's the Asians. Man, the Asians still playing catch up. Moab and Ammon, they're still playing catch up, man. Right? With these military, these economic pacts that China has with America, and vice versa, right? China is able to put himself in a pretty good situation where it can buck up against this place and actually harm this place,
Right.
economically speaking. Man.
And they got nuclear missiles.
Yeah.
China, North Korea got nuclear capability. China, Iran. So China's not intimidated by the U.S. at all. Never have been.
And that's why, like, waking up to what they're going into, back Revelation 18 chapter. Like, that's why when America falls, everything's changed, bro. Everything will break. You know? Even I was reading an article yesterday how Donald Trump he wants to defund 50% of funding to NATO, man. 50% of funding to NATO. That's a lot of money because you gotta think America is the top bread spender, I like better words, to NATO. See, and that's how like Europe, or excuse me, like France, Great Britain, you know what I'm saying? These different NATO nations, they rely upon America for funding to weaponize their countries for protection. So if America's like, you know what, we're gonna scale back on our spending, what do you think that's gonna cause these different NATO nations to do? That's going to lead to Revelation 17. They're going to hate the Lord, man. They're going to start making different deals with different other nations outside of America, which is going to isolate America and Israel to ultimately bring forth judgment. That's literally see what the Lord is doing it. Man. You see it. It's like a movie.
At some point, brother, the end got to come. Second Ezra, 9th chapter. Right? Y'all can get that if you want to. The Apocrypha. Y'all want to bring it out, you can, but I mean, this is pretty much backing up what the officer said. That, bro, like, come on, man. Y'all think this we're going to be here forever coming out here on the street? Like, you know, we're going to be catching hell. Y'all think this is going to go? Bro, it seemed like forever, but it's going to happen. Like you always say, man, in real time. The Lord going to do shit in real time. And you'll see it. It's like watching a movie. Every morning I watch the news and I go on YouTube and I be like, oh, good. This thing is really happening. It's really happening. You understand? The Lord said he is not a man that he should lie.
Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, so we're able to go through contemporary news. The good news was right. Well, I should say, what's the truth, what's the lie, right? What's going to happen, what's not going to happen, because of the understanding of the scriptures, which was bestowed unto us by Yahweh, by Shah, apostles and bishops on down. It's really not low key. I just have faith. It's very powerful to understand this. But with us understanding what the MOTB is, we understand the importance of knowing what AI is. We're able to correlate the two. If we didn't have that understanding what the MOTB is, we wouldn't know the fourth industrial revolution and what that is, what they're all embodies. We wouldn't understand that. But we know that because of the scriptures. Look what's going on, geopolitically speaking. Right? These other nations are bucking up against this place. We understand that that's prophecy. Right? We understand that the other nations, that NATO was going to eventually hate the Lord, Babylon the Great. Why is that? Because understanding of the scriptures. Diligently searching.
Spirit of prophecy, that's the testimony of outside of the spirit of prophecy. I want to understand this prophecy, which actually, like the elder mentioned, that's a gift. That's really, it's really the first form of spiritual power, man, because it gives you a glimpse into the future. Right? You literally look into the future when you read the scriptures with the understanding that your Yahweh outside gives you. It opens your eyes and enlightens your eyes for you to be able to see. That's why the scripture says that a prudent man will foresee the evil and he will hide himself. How are you going to hide him? You literally going to sit in your closet in your room and wait? No, you hide yourself via the scriptures, man. You hide yourself having an understanding of what's to come. Because not everybody's been granted or given that opportunity to know. See, the Lord put a spirit of pretty much a callous mindset upon our people, man. And we're in a very, very privileged position to understand these scriptures the way that we do through the spirit, man, which is a gift. It's a gift, man.
That only could happen if you're being reborn again.
You can't see these things perceived, but when you see in the Greek, it's to perceive in the mind. So, in other words, if you walk around and get you in the carnal mindset, this is clearly up your head. That's why the scripture said he brought it to us marvelous light. And the word marvelous light goes into beyond human comprehension. See? So you gotta be born again to see these things. If you ain't be born, you're not gonna see these things at the end of the day.
All right, back in 2 Ezra chapter 9. Verse 3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right. Right. Judgment's gonna happen. Right? Everything that we see going on is really leading us up to how it's going to return. So when we see these things and things that nature, we report on them, we look at these scriptures to give understanding to our people what's about to happen. Right? Bad times about to happen. The people going to be straight. Which going to lead people to what? Being, being in need. It's going to lead to what? Them taking the MOTB. These mindsets. Right. Right. That's what's going to happen. All this, what you see is going on, is leading up to the word ignorant called Jesus returning. That's why his spirit is the spirit of prophecy. Right. These other nations, you know what I'm saying? These Christians, they don't do that. They don't prophesy. They prophesy out of their own heart. Okay? We're here to tell you what's about to happen. Right. And why there's so much turmoil in the Middle East, so much turmoil amongst nations. Well, ultimately, that's building up to Yahushua returning. Right? Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, World War III, the Third World. Right? They'll fight one another. To stop it, to fight against the hate. All these things must happen in order for your house to whoever have ears to hear, let them hear. Okay? Because the war is prophesied in the scriptures. Right? This is what we're emphasizing.
Hey, man, in bond. Man, what is says something about like what we know is far above like the comprehension.
Yes,
Like to know what we know.
Yeah, the Lord said he brought them to his marvelous light. Was it Peter? Wasn't that? Yeah, it said beyond human comprehension.
Right. This Sirach 3:23 in the GNT. Says, so don't concern yourself with verse 22. It says, concentrate on the law which has been given to you. You do not need to know about things that the Lord has not revealed. So don't concern yourself with them. After all, what has been shown to you is beyond human power to understand.
Right. You can't understand it. You have a carnal mindset. It's impossible.
Going back to those secrets, like it says in Amos 3, man, the secret revealed. What we know, man, is far above this earthly knowledge. See, the Lord, basically, I got to see him in the Lord for us something. You got something nobody in the earth has. Man. Only a stone richer has this knowledge to figure out the scriptures. Right? At least, right? Only I'm gonna get it. Only a very few are gonna be able to cash in that investment. A lot of brothers, they got the investment, but for whatever reason they fall out of shit. There's gonna be a remnant that's gonna understand this person's investment when it's trying to cash out. After being put on, like this brother said, hey, the sky is not the limit. Right? It's not the limit. In the kingdom to come, we're gonna have certain powers, that's going to allow us to go to different galaxies and planets out there. Right.
and many mansions. Think about the technology that's in the chariots and how we're going to be able to harness that on this earth, and how elect are going to be able to help this earth actually grow. We put this to earth with zero point in it. You'll be able to get into a chariot and land on Mars and have technology to actually live on Mars without farming that planet. Space. No, man. Throw a pan down. Something in the atmosphere to make it where you can live there. It's gonna be on another level, bro. We can't conceive it. You know what I'm saying? But we have to understand what's going on right now so we understand to the future. Right? This is why understanding prophecy is so important. You know what I'm saying? Because right now what we see on the earth is a lot of turmoil. Right. And if you don't understand why this is happening, you're a newcomer, man. Hey, this could turn you. Right. The times that's coming can deter you.
It causes you to be offended. Yeah, back to the point, it causes you to be offended, man.
Right.
That's why Yahweh Shah said, I've told you these things so that you will not be offended. Yep. See that? So you won't be offended because ultimately you know what time it is. You know what's the code. You understand and know that entering into the straight gate's not going to be comfortable. You know, it's easier said than done. But the only way that you can get through that straight gate is if Yahweh Shah puts you. That's literally it. You know what I'm saying? You can know 95 breakdowns on the top of your head. If the Lord ain't with you, he ain't with you. You know? That's right. That's straight game, man. It's gonna get be in the belly of the beast, but we gonna be in Babylon too.
Hey, man, everybody that you're talking to right now, all the brothers, man, we all catching hell. Hey, we all catching hell for some level. You know what I'm saying? Some more broken than others, some more it's conceived more died than others, but brothers catching hell. You know what I'm saying? Brothers are catching hell out here. You know what I'm saying? But that's where you build your faith up in hell. Right. You don't build your faith up when everything is cool. Build your faith up when shit is down and out. It don't look good for the home team. You know what I'm saying? That's when your faith in your Yahweh Shah will kick in. Versus that feeling of desperation, like, oh God, is there a God? Can you feel me? No, man. I know. You gotta weather the storm. That faith, those battles that you win now, right? That nobody sees, that's gonna be the battles that you win that people see, right?
Nobody see David fighting against the lion in the bed. That's right. So Mark 2:10, look at the generations of old and see, did any ever trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in the spirit and was forsaken? Of whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
That's right. So you call on the Lord, you can pray 10, 20 times a day. But if you don't believe the Lord is not dealing with you, yeah, that James, you know what I'm saying, unrighteous man is unstable in all his ways. You know, you praying, but if you don't believe, then, you know, what's the point of praying? Wasting your time. If you don't believe that you're a part of the elect, what's the point of coming down here? If you're trying to, you know, or you still be a part of the elect, what's the point of coming down here? You just waste your time.
And what the scripture says in Romans 14, he that yelleth stand upon you. You know, when you keep a part of this, when you out here, you know, preaching whatever case may be, you eat. But if you don't believe, you already get it.
Right.
You know, you already, the Lord already marked you up. Because you don't believe that he is, man. Right. See, the Lord will put you in a position for you to believe that he can get you out of it. Right. Not yourself. Right. When you believe that you can just, you can just muscle through it on your own without the Lord, then you won't. You know? There's going to be fights and battles that you're going to have to deal with.
Still.
Man,
Stay still. You trying to move. It's like spiritual quicksand. You trying to move and trying to get yourself out of the situation is making it more dire or worse.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, right.
Job 5, verse 6. Although afflictions cometh not forth from the dust, neither do trouble spring out of the ground. Yet man is born unto trouble That's the spark fly up.
That's right. That's what Mr. T said for a trouble man. It's an old, really old. That's an old movie. Marvin Gaye had produced the soundtrack called Mr. T. Yep. A lot of because when you were born, man, hey, saying not to say, when you were born, man, hey, your life is filled with trouble, bro. Hey, look at Marvin Gaye. His life. As talented as his brother was, his father was cross-dresser, you know, always jealous of me and them shit. The trouble life. You know, this is what is here in Babylon the Great, trouble. Right. But we'll be resting Yahweh by Shemel. Right. You know what I'm saying? And know that he has everything under control. You fret not. Hey, can you get Psalms 37 and 1? Go ahead.
Proverbs 3 and 5 is back and forth about that spiritual quicksand. You know what I'm saying? It's Proverbs 3 and 5 in the MSP. It says, trust the Most High from the bottom of your heart. Don't try to figure out everything on your own. Listen for the Most High's voice in everything you do. Right. Trying to get out there, trying to find your way out there. Just going deep in. Right. And for real, like, you got to really once you stop fucking moving, like you know what I'm saying? You don't see.
Right.
Hey, happy Good Friday, brother.
Sometimes you could be in predicament and you trying to go here and go there. Right. You make it even worse. Right. Why not just staying still? You know what I'm saying? That's something that, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying, Ruben, we're gonna try to get it done. Right. Sometimes you gotta just sit down somewhere, bro. Relax. And not fret. Sometimes I don't like that, bro. Hey, men don't like that. Men don't like it when you fidgety and you always complaining. Like, this how I do. I ain't it. Nigga Mike complaining and shit. Damn, what's up, Mike? Man, you remember my girl, huh? You heard about that shit, huh? Man, that nigga robbed me, man. Damn. Does nobody want to be around that? They want to be around a winner. That was more so for the Heavenly Father. He wants you to believe in him. Yep. I can say,
gotcha. Psalm 20.
I said this. That's one part. I said this too. It's true. Sometimes, man, you don't gotta always say everything you think. Right. You don't gotta always say everything. You said this. Too much, man. Anyways, Mamba said this. He said, you know what, man, sometimes you don't gotta always say everything you think. Sometimes keep shit in your head and you deal with it with the Lord. Right? You know what I mean? As y'all say. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, even with your woman.
yes.
Even with your woman, because like, brother, I'm learning that shit. Even after all these years, sometimes, you know, you be like, sometimes, man, like, you say something like, man, take it to the Lord. You know what I mean? Take it to the Lord. That's it. I tell you, that's what I'm saying. Something to be
That's right. Hey, sometimes you have to.
Psalm 27, verse 13 and 14 is back to the point. It says, I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, in the land of the living. Fainted. Okay. I got you. Psalm 27 and 13, I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living.
Hey, woo! Hey, because living this life right here, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro, this life is very good. Yeah. Like, more and more people, they starting to, you know, prefer the spirit world versus living here. And if you're looking at your life and your family, you know what I'm saying? You know, on a very carnal level, you see it's hopeless if you don't have the spirit of Yahweh by your ship outside to give you understanding of what's going on.
Verse 14, last verse. It says, wait on Yahweh, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart.
That's right. So
Wait.
wait on the Lord, man. Right? Wait on your how by shot. That's going to be encouraged. We can go for it, especially at the time that we something very serious out here for a lot of people. Right? And very quickly, savagery is going to come back on the planet Earth. Not savagery on the planet Earth, but savagery here in the Babylon Great. I do need that.
Yeah.
Very shit.
You know, Satan got to always let us know he's around. Yeah. That ain't nothing Satan.
And
Mo. Mo deep.
Man,
Satan is Jake.
you know,
It got to be Jake.
all day, every day, man. Just attack that. Barely lose one
So I'm
time.
glad you said what you said. What the word is? Savagery.
Savagery.
I'm glad he heard that.
Yeah.
Because when it comes, it's not going to see, like, like y'all, those are cute people because it's fun to be cute right now. Because because they can get away with it.
Right.
So it's fun to be cute until it's no longer fun. See, if the Lord let a tornado come through this motherfucker tonight, and you know what? For the past couple of weeks, I know 2 weeks ago, we was down here teaching. We always down here teaching. We had left, and it was a shoot down there. Yeah. Some motherfuckers got laid down. Spirit always has. We pack up the camp and leave. Like just right after we leave out of here, that was about 2 weeks ago. We left, and I saw the news the following morning. There was a mass shooting down here. Some people got laid out. So the Lord is doing it, man. See, and you know what? You know who we're being? These same motherfuckers like that be up here coming to the camp acting cute. They'll probably be the same ones that be getting shot. Hey, so the Lord got it, man. Like you said, Mike. Yeah, just sit down, let the Lord do it. And pray to the Lord. Have faith. Have faith in your heart about Shimmy Shot. The Lord's gonna do what He's gonna do, man. That's it. All this being cute, that should only go so far. You only go so far until you with a fucking slab in the morning. Then there's no more being cute. You're a fucking
Old piece of clothing. Yep. My t-shirt. Angel wings in the background.
Hey, that's fucked up. They got the bag. They got that plastic bag with all your belongings in it. That's what your whole life amounts to at that point. Your cell phone, or when you're dead on the slab, they take all your keys, your phone, your wallet, whatever, if you have all that. And that's that bag. That's what your life amounts to right there.
Vanity, pretty much.
It's all vanity.
Same typical stuff. He raised his kids. He went to school. Most people don't even have that. He passed away, at least, we say, hey, at least that man was children.
Yeah.
That man, you know what I'm saying? At least he stand up for what he believed in.
We have a form of a legacy to leave behind for other brothers. You see what I mean? Like you said, that brother was doing the work, and your memory lives on in the heavens. You did?
Your works do follow.
Your works do follow you. Man. Yeah. These people ain't got that. Here we go. What do? You being a fucking moron.
Niggas skipping around.
Yeah.
To the ground. Take it out
No, but he wants attention. See, you gotta realize it. He has a boy, I hate them loud trucks. I hope the Lord do something. Anyways, he has a female black woman. You gotta realize these black old niggas, that all go back to black women. He got a black woman spirit on him. You gotta realize you're dealing with a black woman. That's not a dude. He actually got a black woman. He thinks he's a black woman. He got a black woman spirit on him. And you know how the black woman was for attention. So these moles, these nigga moles, they that, like, it's not funny, but you're dealing with a black woman. You're not dealing with a man. You understand?
That's all that is.
Yeah. He came up because he wanted our attention.
Yeah, it's better.
Job 9 and verse 6. Although affliction cometh not forth of the dust, neither do trouble spring out of the ground. Yet man is born unto trouble as the sparks fly upward. I will seek unto Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Christ in trouble. So it's born in trouble to this. You know what I'm saying? You have remedy without your how by you know what I'm saying? And understand the environment to plan on this. Really. Hey, your imagination going wild in this world, bro.
Yeah.
You be all day just chasing money, dang, never materialize. Chasing money, chasing the female, chasing all these things, dreams, and ain't gonna materialize. Chasing a legacy that's not gonna be existing in the next few years. Chasing the false reputation. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, brother. Rich.
Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 11 in the TNT. A man who has no useful wisdom or education has a miserable life in store for him. He has nothing to hope for. His labors are useless. He will never accomplish anything worthwhile. Like they live their life, you know what I'm saying? And it's like your father said, it's just a fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? It was a man of the Lord when he was turned back into the Lord. You know what I'm saying? To the best of their ability, according to the word, man. They die. All right, they're gonna have a bag too. But the works that they did on earth is gonna follow them into the heaven, man. See, the scriptures talk about land, because the whole time they lived their life on earth, they were laying them churches in heaven, man. Versus these people laying them churches on earth, that shit can't go with you, man. See, then what it's gonna do? It's gonna turn back into the elements, man. See, but the works that we do, and it's true, it's gonna follow us into the spirit world, man.
Man, that shit, like, if you die, any of us, we're subject to that too. If you die right now, right? If I die, we die right now, bro. My truck that I love so much, somebody else gonna be driving that motherfucker. Okay, even like my clothes, somebody that shit gonna go to the Salvation Army or whatever. my nice stuff that I like to wear, my jewelry. Somebody else gonna be wearing this shit. You dig? Your boots, yeah. If they're still good for anything, that shit gonna end up in the Salvation or in the garbage. Either or. Depending on your next of kin, your woman that'll throw that away, send that to the Salvation Army, right? Somebody else gonna end up wearing your shit. Whatever money you got, your woman or your kids or whoever gonna get that shit, you dig? It's all gonna go to somebody else. Somebody else gonna be having your shit. Even your woman. Your woman, another dude gonna be bouncing up, smashing it out. Come on, right? I dealt with a woman a couple of years ago, my ex before the woman I'm with now, the chick I was with back east my chick, she was married to a cop, and they were married for so many years. He got sick, and died, right? But they were married for like, what, 17 years or whatever she said? Okay, that was his wife, right? That was his wife. They had a house, they had this. But guess what? Homeboy died, and I end up bouncing on his woman. And he back in the spirit world. Like, you see what I'm saying? So your woman ain't yours, man. It's all like Solomon, what Solomon said. And I hate to say it that way, but I have to,
it's wrong. It's unadulterated. It make you think like that.
It makes you think, bro. Because I used to think about that shit. Even when I was with that, I was like, damn. Like this dude, and the dude was a good dude. He was a good dude. He was a good one. But homeboy, the Lord, that was his lot. The Lord, that was his judgment. You know, he got sick and he died. You know, and they're like, he was married to this woman for so many years. They had kids, but it's like, nigga, like nothing is yours. Nothing is yours. It's all vanity, man. Because you can have it all, man, but then, boom, you could be dead tomorrow. Your clothes, your truck, some other motherfucker driving your shit. Somebody else gonna get your money. If you got a couple of dollars, a couple of pennies in the bank, or whatever you might have, whatever jewelry you got, your woman that you cuddle up with every night, lay up in the bed. Guess what? Another dude gonna be doing that. Another man gonna be crawled up in the bed with your woman. That's why King Solomon said, vanity, vanity. All get Solomon. All is vanity. You know, there's another scripture I believe is that life in this world and the head of Solomon is as a shadow.
See, hey, people like nowadays people are dying so early, man. It's just a vapor. Life is vapor. Hey, the brother from Full Force had died.
Yeah,
Ain't my time behind.
yeah.
Dying, 69 years old.
Damn.
Had to work
Recently? Full Force, one of the Full Force dudes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Guy, young man.
Yeah, man. No, it's not. It's
That
not.
man probably had to work himself to death. Storm. Just to keep up with the lifestyle.
Yeah, man.
Now what?
Brother, all them dudes are that, man. Look, man, who? Well, shit, my man, Carl Weathers, he just died a few months back, right? My man, well, he was old, Luke guy, but they were older guys, but still, they wasn't that old. Luke Gossett Jr., dudes I knew in the music industry. Biz Markie, he died. The DMX dropped dead. Who else? Remember that dude, Coolio? He dropped dead like last year, a year ago. And these dudes wasn't old. These dudes around like my age, man. Like maybe some of them maybe a little older than me. I'm in my early 50s, but them dudes like a little bit older than me. Like, you know what I mean? That's not old. 60s is not old. Real talk. Motherfuckers on my sick. That's this world, bro. Bro, if you 60, 67, that's not old, bro. You know when I say, when I consider like, okay, you're kind of old. When you get to 80, now you 80, okay, yeah, you kind of, he was kind of an old man. She was an old woman. But you got motherfuckers living into their 90s, living to be 100. You know what I mean? But 60s, real time, man, 60s is young, man. If you're in your 60s is still young. 60s is still young, man.
Some people houses, they be working everything.
God.
They took out their work hard. But Jake, we live a life of, we have poor people problems.
God.
Right? We have poor diet. We don't own anything, so we have to the surface of this place. Right? Stressed out behind bills. Now, a new thing on the earth is the whole concept of baby mamas and baby daddies and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
People
Yeah.
more stressed, right? Bills on top of bills. You know, some child support as a man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, check on like that, man.
You got kids. You got people in their teens, little kids dropping dead of like blood pressure, cancer.
Yeah.
I'm talking about kids, like in their 20s. Just dropping dead. Like like the Lord is really shortening it down.
so, run back off one of my good friends from high school. I mean, we ain't touched 40 yet, bro. I think he's like a year younger than me. Dude had a heart attack. I'm like, damn, this brother they say he crawled his way into the hospital. He drove himself and crawled his way into the hospital, bro. We don't even Jake know. Jake from the country too, don't know how to eat right. Right? They are all just lazy as hell too. Jake know how to eat right, but don't want to.
Just don't want to.
But this, they just slave. You know what I'm saying? So this place literally is tearing us apart.
And go back to this devil.
Right.
Go back to this fucking devil, man. Esau and up. I mean, yeah, we getting on Jake, because the Bible said in Isaiah, cry aloud, spare not, show my people their transgressions, right? So yeah, but we ain't forget about you, boy, Esau. We ain't forget about him, man. See, the Lord got something special reserved for Esau, man. See, what does it say in Obadiah? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So we ain't forget about this motherfucking Esau. Okay, we ain't forget about you, boy. Like Sergeant Waters said in the soldier story. But we got to get on Jake, because Jake is demonic right now, man. You see what I'm saying? Jake is just fucking demonic right now. Like you said, bro, right now, you got, but you know what? See, I put that back on Esau too. I put that back on Esau too. You got women, in particular, black women, from the tribe of Judah in particular, walking around here, and I get on this, but that shit is demonic. And I'm fucked up in the head. How can a woman get to be that heavy? You got that Dank Damas, right? Her. Well, she didn't win that case. This bitch is 550 pounds. How does a female get to be 550 pounds? That's the size of a fucking polar bear. And there's no, but there's chicks bigger than her. Remember, I showed my 600-pound wife. It was a black woman, right? But you know who I'm mad at? You know who I'm more mad at? I wish I could. A brother had put. No, we did a video on it. When Kanak was here, the Apostle of Crime Lab, we did a video on it. This chick was sitting there. They had kids, but she got some simple-minded Jake with her. The Jake, he a little stocky, but he wasn't fat. He with her. That's her man or whoever. This bitch is 600 pounds. And she said that, look, like she was tearing the food up.
I think I know which episode you took. I think I was.
Yeah, I did a video on it. Me and Kanak.
Fast too.
She was tearing that shit up. But no, check this out. Check this out. I dig it. I dig it. Okay, she's all fucked up. But the person I was angry with was her man. The dude, a simple-minded nigga. He came in there, hey, baby, I got your food. Oh,
Spaghetti. Is that the one?
yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, no, but check it out. No, but listen. Cindy said, yo, baby, I got your snacks too, your cupcakes and your loaf of bread. Okay, but that's your woman, right? You love her, right? If that's your woman and you love her, Holmes, ain't you gonna say, nah, baby, I ain't bringing you that shit, right? But then they went to the doctor, you know, that Edomite doctor that's trying to, so whatever the fuck his name is, right? That Edomite doctor, they went there, and then they what's his name? Dr. Al. Yeah, he weighed her, but his ass is fat, right? But anyways, they Salaki. I got Salaki, man. Y'all know me, I'm rough. I'm too rough and anything. I got Salaki. I got Salaki. Like, y'all know me, I'm too damn rough.
The spirit man.
Still recording?
No, that's still recording.
Anyways, the check this out, man. The check, he bringing her the video. I watched the video. He bringing her the food. Yeah, baby, I got the spaghetti. I got your snacks, baby. I got your snacks. But then when they went to the doctor, the so-called doctor that's trying to help her lose weight, right? And the doctor was cursing her out. Look, whatever her name was, Keisha, whatever. I told you about that shit. And he weighed her. You're 600 pounds.
And I ain't no skill get that high up.
I didn't know. Right? But no, the Jake, but the Jake, the nigga, her man, he talking shit to her. Yeah, see, I told you. I wanted to jump through the screen and beat his fucking ass. Because no, he popping off at her. About if she like in other words, like, see, bitch, I told you, you eat. But then they got him on video. He's feeding her all the food.
He's endorsing it. Hey, it's been annoying. It's a two-edged sword. He killing this bitch off the
dude. If you love your woman and your woman is that big,
kill him at feet.
No, if you really love her, you gonna say, nah, baby, I'm not bringing you that shit. You can curse me out, you can scream, you can holler, I'm not doing it. Look, bitch, I love you. I want you to live, man. I'm not gonna give you this shit. No, no snacks, no spaghetti. If anything, I bring your ass some goddamn fruits.
And it's on that, septic shot. They have to get you away.
Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, no, which one of us wouldn't do that? If we was in that position, right? I'm like, nah, you ain't getting no snacks. You ain't getting no fucking stuff. You ain't getting that. I'm not gonna bring it to you. And further, fuck you right now. Okay, well look, baby, you know what then? I'm leaving then. I'm leaving. I'm not gonna sit here and watch you kill you. If I really love that woman, we all know what it is to love a woman, right? But nah, baby, I'm not doing that. And if you can't conceive the fact that I love you and I'm trying to help you, then baby, I'll pack my shit and I'll go. And you can have another dumbass nigga come in here and he could give you this shit. You understand what I mean? If you love your woman, right? I got a woman. Some of you brothers got women, right? You love your woman, you tell your woman, look, baby, I don't want you doing this. I don't want you doing that. I don't want you doing this. I don't want you doing that. Whether they get mad or not, you still fucking tell them. You understand?
Right. If that bitch don't listen, well, bitch, fuck you. Die.
Well, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
I told mine.
For your own health, for your own peace of mind.
If you don't listen, if a man showing his love to you and you ain't perceiving that or taking heed to it, why should I give a fuck about you? You don't care about your goddamn self. Fuck that shit.
You know what I'm saying, man?
I get it. I definitely.
If you love your woman, you gonna tell her, right? Tell her some shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Nah, baby, look, man, what you doing there? Like, brother, I tell a woman anything, man. Like, look, baby, look, man, when you out there, don't be driving crazy because people try a lot of accidents. Look, baby, I want you in the house before it get dark. Oh, I'm trying to know what hey. You got all kinds of psychos out here. You got rapists, serial killers, all kinds, you know what I mean? I don't want you out there late at night, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Oh, you tell your woman you don't want her to dress in a certain way, right? Like.
Hey, prime example. This shit, I'll see it from experience. I told my bitch, you wearing this to work in the corporate world. Okay, bet. If I want to cut down on dress like this because people watching me, I'm like, you never know who watching you. She didn't want to listen. So one day the bitch got off the train, the nigga grabbed a handful of ass. Talking about his fingertip went in the crack of my girl ass, bro. But I told her that shit, bitch. It took her 3 days to tell me that shit. I said, why you didn't tell me? Why nigga get mad? I didn't get mad, bitch. I told you. That's on you. Man, look. Huh.
Your brothers, right? Your woman, security shit. Your brothers are work, right? Jobs, work, whatever. Lord, you go, yo, it's a good idea. Tell me what they need. Tell your old lady, she go to work, whatever her route is that she takes to work, you have a particular route you take and the particular route you take home. Tell your old lady, look, baby, sometimes switch up your route. Don't always take the same route. Don't let nobody get used to your routine. You understand? They're like, yo, baby, listen, do this. On certain days, if you know alternate routes home, switch it up. Because like one of y'all just said, you never know who's watching. Y'all dig? Tell your woman, look, baby, you know what? Sometimes you always take, okay, like, well, the case in point, I think 114 and this 183, whatever. But like, nah, take another route home. Switch up. Tell your women to switch up their routes. Going and coming to work or whatever they got. Whatever, like going to pick up the kids, baby, like whatever. There's this person from me. Telling you brothers, I ain't trying to tell y'all how to deal with y'all women. I'm just giving y'all some spiritual advice, man. You know what I mean? Tell y'all old ladies, man, sometimes switch up their movements. Don't let nobody get a beat on their shit. You dig? All right, brothers? Yeah.
You got 37, right, Psalms?
Psalm 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Hey, can we look at that word free real quick?
That's it.
Hey,
Yeah,
you believe
Haran.
it up.
Haran, yeah, I got some.
Look it up in dictionary means to make a song or something that grinds at you. Right? This is what this world is doing. This world will grind you down to where your face
What?
you let it. But let's sit back. Hey, let's sit back. It's what you up in the most of the time. Sometimes you gotta show your faith by, taking things over by yourself. Certain battles, certain brothers can't say certain decisions that can't nobody make but yourself. Bro. There is some leadership that comes. It's true. I have some leadership, bro. See, young brothers, you got them out there in the world. You gotta have some leadership. Bro, we out here talking about, 2/3 and y'all niggas. Well, you can't be a nigga in your situation, bro. Right? Whatever situation you in, at work, thing with your moms, brother, whatever, tripping like that. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they family, man, family is something else, bro. It's trying to hurt you. Physically harm you, bro.
So-called man. This is your family. Right. Those are just relationships. Relative.
Oh shit! Every Jake I'm old out here, man. Every fucking Jake in downtown Dallas, I'm old.
You see them in the regular Babylon, they just change.
This bitch is
Oh,
yeah.
he's something living another one.
It's about actually applying wisdom. When I say wisdom and knowledge, when you're going to it, knowledge is basically like to know something. Wisdom is actually means applying what you learn.
go by experience.
You gotta apply this to your life. You can't just, like you said, you on the highway and preach it. You know, you gotta apply this wisdom. Now you apply it to shout. You know what I'm saying? You burning bridges with the family, knowing you ain't got to worry about you know. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and I, we man, that's why leadership is there too. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and I prevent the experience. You see, you can always go to a brother can always guide to the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Your goal should be trying to get the hell up out your fucking people's house.
Right.
Bible said, remember this to show yourself to be men. You gotta stand up on your fucking feet, man.
It's going to say, walk with blessings more than that. Meaning, those that are outside the you got to move. You got to move. It's a deep thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got to dig into your counsel.
Yep. See, none of my family been to my crib ever. You know, it's heavy, man. The Bible said, let the dead bury the dead. This is the living right here, you know. That's them. This is it right here for me.
What's content, man?
Yeah.
I'm not posting it.
No,
You can't be out here. You know what I'm saying?
bro, it just can't.
Phone celebrate this. Some things for me, I'm not gonna do it. Somebody to each his own. And you did that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out things for yourself. Hey, each his own like that song Trish Russian got.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the greatest that's one of the greatest female artists I would argue a long time. I think she's one of the best women person. Personally, that's just me. But she got this song called now it goes on, of course. But true to me, it's better going to each something. You have to figure out what's good for you. Let's get to a certain point in this walk where if you open up your life, you open it up to criticism. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to operate and deal with your own problems. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got problems like this one. But certain things, I'm not gonna bore this guy, this brother down with, put a time down with, this brother behind with. See, they fight too. Brother got kids, wives, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I'm saying. You know, some problems you gotta deal with yourself. I can't, you know, ask it for the care of my burdens. Now, this brother care of my burdens. You know what I'm saying? It get to the point. These brothers got their own family, wife, children, bro. They got their own house, so they trying to break the order. So you gotta have that self leadership for yourself. And it goes really about that goes back to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta speed up your faith. You know what I'm saying? Read that. Yeah. For break.
Psalm 37:1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
That word fret, you got it?
You go into that word fret, it's Strong's H2734. Karah says to be hot, to be furious, to burn, to be angry. It says to heat oneself in vexation.
That's right. It's mad, you stooling, you ruling, man.
Yeah.
You stooling and you ruling. And you're getting into it with your family, you're getting into it with this person, that person. Man, that shit there could lead to destruction.
Right.
Trust me. In business, really fuck up your a good ass contract having a funky ass attitude. Then now you got to rebuild, trying to hope to rebuild, try to get that contract. Or you just lost the contract. Hey, it's like that servant that was scared. They want to multiply the talents, right? He lost that contract. You don't want to lose the spiritual contracts, bro. Man, by fucking off the world, by making this situation harder. Got it. Right. Saying all that has to do with shit. You trying to project yourself. You trying to show your strength by belittling somebody else's family, shit like that. And then you come up short. And really, shit, if you have faith, have it to yourself.
Say you gotta be willing to say that.
Then you projecting yourself. Yeah, then you protect yourself, you're exposing yourself more and more. You know, if you're trying to belittle somebody by projecting yourself, you're gonna expose you. That's what they do.
World,
Right, right.
shaming other people to make yourself feel better about yourself. That's what these women do. They try to shame other people. Really get jealous. So here. That single one man, women that do everything, they call them techniques.
Yeah, what's up with that? Don't you want to be in a relationship? Like,
I think what is a fucking technique? Like, what does that mean?
this nigga want to be.
What's women don't want to be picked? They want to be picked, but basically the men ain't picking you. So tell us little ratchet bitches, all you brothers that got y'all women. Well, all of us, you know, our women are all, according to these single bitches, all of us here, all of our women are pick-me's. You know, y'all know that, right? According to these ratchet black women out here, all of our women are pick-me's. Right. I'll tell you what a pick-me is. Women who have a man. Women who have a good man. And all these single ratchet bitches, our women are pick-me's because they with us. So basically, they with us, and we got a cool relationships. And, I mean, we have problems. Like, you argue with us or whatever, but you know what I mean. We got women, our women here have men. So according to these ratchets, they would look at our women and call our women pick-me's. But yo, at nighttime when we go home, we crawling up in the bed with our women back there. We there to protect them, take care of them, right? Your ass is going home beating up the pillow with a glass of wine, sitting there with the candles burning, the dog, the dog barking. You see, so like, that just goes to what you said. Like, that's exactly what that is. people who try to shame other people because they are really hate, project superiority by shaming other
Stop doing that. First get to it. Oh, I was just hurt big. I was tripping. And we're trying to cut people. And guilty.
people. Oh yeah, that was going on. I was telling these brothers in a mafia there, in one West of it, Folly is setting great dignity. Yeah. Folly is setting great dignity. Anyways, yeah, one West of it was going on. I was telling the mafia and the other brother that rode with us up here, that was going on in one West. That was going on in one West. A lot of brothers was doing that back then. Look, the five. Trying to curse a brother out, kill a brother, but really his shit is fucked up too. You know what I mean? And really, brothers probably jealous of other brothers because maybe their situation ain't no brother's situation. Maybe a brother. Oh, another thing too. If a brother, guilty, brothers in Israel. I might know this brother right here. He might have a cool situation with his woman. Him and this woman are cool, but maybe me and my woman are cool. Or maybe my woman broke up. So I'll go out there and try to project. Yo, fuck these women. Yeah, help these women, brother. The hell, tell these bitches to go fuck off. Basically, you know what I'm saying, right? Projecting for brothers to I'm gonna go out there and project into you brothers subliminally to break up with your woman because me and my woman broke up. Like, that type of shit was going on, bro. I watched it. For over 30 years, I watched it. Yeah, help these women. I mean, yeah, we get on the women. We get on the women in the spirit.
Yeah.
But you gotta know there's a line.
Sometimes you gotta figure that out for yourself. There's certain things in the truth another man can't tell you to do. Because at the end of the day, you have to live your life. A woman, you have a woman, but you have to have the wherewithal to leave some things that you leave at the crib and some things you bring to the church. Now, the situation at the crib. Now you might have somebody close to it in advice, you know what I'm saying, about a certain situation. But overall, hey, you on your own with that.
Yeah.
Man, somebody told me talking about a girl, say, hey, that's me and your girl. You go and you go think about somebody who's in the two pieces. I always have a problem with females. You chance with me, you hanging out with me, yeah, I'm you know, just be hey, I'm trying to be too friendly. And this guy, what himself? I hear what you told him to do, or the advice against you to do some off the wall shit. Now you stuck with the bill. No, man, certain situations you have to figure out as a man for yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, there's respect. You know what I'm saying? In order. But I can't tell you not to have to deal with a woman or what. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would say that. Paul said, you get a woman, just gonna be trouble in the flesh.
Right.
What I'm gonna do?
There's certain jobs I can't tell you. I can't tell you what not to do.
That's it in the time. Yeah.
Paul told
Right? There's certain jobs, there's certain places you can go. You know, I live there. I can't tell you not to go. I can't say, oh, well, that's that bar. Where Barbados, don't go to that bar. No, I don't do that. I can't tell you that. You have to figure that out yourself.
Yeah, man. Some people go there, bro. Yeah, man. You know, that's real talk, man. All that shit. I mean, sometimes, yo, man, for real, like that show that you're a grown ass fucking man. You gonna tell another man can't take your head to deal with your woman. But what did the Bible say? Whoso meddleth in another man's affairs shall not be innocent. Right. So, you know, I get it though.
No, Jake on the shoulder.
I
It's
kinda
good
know,
to brother
I
vet.
get it. You know, sometimes brothers have, but sometimes you got brothers that we all close, we all brothers, but you have, you know, even us, we got certain brothers that we're closer with than others. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you got to be all close, man. We all fuck with each other. There might be a certain brother that you're real tight with, and you know, like whatever, you might be in the crib, whatever, and you know, y'all might be having a drink or something. You might vent to the brother. You know, you might vent to that particular brother, but that's your man's. You know what I mean? You be like, you know what I mean? Right. But that shouldn't be an all the time thing. Shouldn't be an all the time thing. But at some point, man, the brother gonna look at you like, bro, come on, man. Like, if you don't like I know, I ain't saying no names, but I already know what you're talking about. It gets to a point of like every time. So it's like, yo, bro, at what? Maybe you don't need to deal with women.
As soon as you start talking, you hear Kelly Price. Kelly Price beating your head.
How you know what you're talking about? We ain't saying no
No, I
names.
mean, no.
No, but I'm telling you, I know what you're talking about.
I'm not talking about any particular person, but you know, just man, something that I know about these women is they're very hard to say. They're very powerful. They can take you out. And that goes for all, no matter how long you've been. It's just flesh wants to chill. His flesh wants to relax. In that liberty, man, you should get 2 legs where you fall out.
Romans 14, I'm going to start at verse 22. I'm going to read in the NLT. It says, you may believe there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, but keep it between yourself and the Most High.
So some things that you do, keep it to yourself and the Most High. Everybody doesn't need to see your father. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't need to know your favorite bar. Like, this is my favorite bar. Like, this is my life story. No, everybody don't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? You open up your life, opening up the criticism. Okay? Understand it. Go ahead.
The Lord says, blessed are those who don't feel guilty for doing something they have decided is right.
That's right. Some people are doing something. You know, you're blessed if you're doing something within the realm of this truth. You're not going off against God. You're not fucking up against the elders. You're not backbiting doing whole shit like that. That has to be clarified. Right? You're in the liberty of your homicide. You might be in a box. You might enter a box of traffic. You're going out because you're in a box of traffic. No. Now, that might be something that another brother might. Son, I first started in all that extracurricular activity, I was shut down. You focusing on your home, like you have a shop. You know what I'm saying? That was my walk. Another one walked over here. Right.
Study.
The first 2-3 years of the truth, possible
And verse 23. But if you have doubts about whether or not you should eat something, you are sinning if you go ahead and do it.
That's right. And that part that you can go into basically doing something, I guess. Right? And within that liberty, you have to figure it out yourself. You got some brothers, hey, they're not put the turn on the fire. You know what I'm saying? During Passover. Like, no, we ain't burning, we ain't cooking. You got some brothers that are cook. You got some brothers that go out there and get something to eat. Right? Or studio movie girl. You know what I'm saying? Watch a movie, drink beer, enjoy themselves. Right? That might be his talk about you. So you have to know how to operate within the body. That's something that, you know what I'm saying, we all, you know what I'm saying? But you got to take that self-leadership for yourself. You got to. got to get to that point, that's it. That's it. You have to work at your own salvation, right?
And it's all the sense, but you are not following your convictions. If you do anything you believe is not right, you are a sinner.
Now, doing something you feel like is wrong, then you maybe should stop it. You know what I'm saying? You know? And that's a part of being a man. You got this guy, Alazar, you know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't start watching porn to GMS. No, you didn't stop. Been watching porn, been nasty niggas. That's some whole shit, man. Be a fucking man. Take ownership of what you do.
Yeah, when he got caught. When he got caught with the, you know, y'all know the side. Y'all know. I don't want to repeat it. Sodomite shit he was doing. Right? What was the first thing he did? He pointed the finger at his homeboy or ex-homeboy, being a cop. Well, he was doing the do.
And shit, wait, man, you got to take responsibility for yourself, even if you feel like you got. I was like, yeah, I ain't, no, fuck that. At the end of the day, if you wrong, that's what part of being a man is. Hey, pray that was edifying. I know it's all over the place. Give our praise on every Father's name is. Yeah, I will buy Shem, I will shine by Shem, so on to the apostles, the elders, or some.
Oh, y'all good.